93.7. Good morning, boss. Welcome back to the show. Said about Canada, you didn't come on. Na yekasa ediafa omanpanida da John Dramani Mahama on a Trace Senior Congress member Fukubata nhia no some of the eto mo animu so be create 24-hour economy 3-hour shifts just say ukọ adwuma 8 hours no apon na afofra ba 8 hours no mapon na afofra ba 8 hours no mapon enti daba akonkọ wiye no na yara ne shift empresa what it means is say be fa adwuma fo nipa wo ha you bet me afa hasa because we'll be able to 8 hours upon. Is it going to be possible for Ghana to do this 24-hour economy and 8-hour shifts? Your structures no be what are the implications thereof? Rabbi Smako say a economist and consultant, you know AD asimin komo. And Rabbi Smako my channel pay.
Boss. I don't pay me it's will be a mine no more with your boss.
Now put me a dear. I made a chain. So say, none no memenda NPP for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Say, no, and O2 on Franca, now Priman Penny Jamo 2024. I say, couldn't any more adaho. Say, Dr. Baumia, Joe Mahama, Alanche Martin, or Monecro. Na Enra. Mampenda da Mahama ni show so be create 24-hour economy 8-hour shift muko 8 hours anoma pona foforo ba nipa bebrebe nya adwuma iskanso beba ebeye
thank you so can particularly we shall the year was the same way onye afina okan 2020 election no we don't manifesto not one of the promises also may run a create economy that's how he said it so it's retracing what he said in 2020. I saw Papa can very mostly what she might is good. One is good. In some sectors, we're already doing that in some sectors. Some sectors in Ghana, we're already doing it. Nurses, policemen, those government, some of them are already doing it. Right? So your question is whether but it will be in some aspect, and yet every aspect of the economy. Maybe some aspect of the economy it can be efficaciously operationalized. When we think every year, because we think it's one of the key measures that require opportunity and require my economic activities, Abidina or when it comes to ensuring economic growth, when it comes to sustainable debt strategy and employment rate. We'll share everything here. We'll be here because we can be agency own enterprise, visa. If you want, if you could go, it will be a United Bear 1 week, it will be 6 months, 1 month. So, then these things, if we have that level of shifts, 3 shifts, some of these things will not happen. Well, go to get some who can also the document, it takes a long time. Sometimes, it's because, say, a human woman, a woman, and that creates that. If you create a shift, open one, and we have a back, and you have a back. So these websites and market money so much inefficiency, and we think it's very relative towards achieving projected economic growth. That's what I say, especially in the government sector, state-owned enterprises. The governments have wasting, the governments have delays. Okay, these things are coming a channel, a bit anti-regional. To me, it's about 2020 number. I'm with it. So, any rhetoric approach, something of this operationalizing, especially in these ministries, agencies, MMDs. Some of them more efficient in that way. I support that idea. Look at GRA, for instance. Because I want to GRA, not to think that an institution like GRA, and they're running like 30 years. Institution like GRA. Should have something like that. Go to GRA. There are people doing digital economy. People are on digital and the digital platform making money in the evening and the midnight. How much of this money have GRA tracked? Those are making money on digital platform. If you go to a car, I have become a citizen never sleeps. I bet one of those cities right now, getting to that level, citizen never sleeps. If the people are working, it's 12, 1. Let's track those people. So these are very these are very good instrumentality, very instrumentality that the sectors here say they are quiet. I'm a fact, this case is delayed and what government sector there. It's just 20 million, political measures, and we supported the panic. So, like government agencies, I say, every sector you cry, I say, or you don't pass. You're forcing money so that we can have that level. It's just really
yeah, Ghana, said the system no is it here. So yes, I say yeah. Meaning say nurses near they say doctors be running that kind of shift near day. Say basi tremor security situation and infrastructure and near maybe one more. When you say a better thing, am I say you bet me a run 8-hour shifts as I say and I do also be beduma. For instance, we be obitie na oranesis bi oba na jo be 10 no ye adwuma kopim anopa 6 we be bi anipa no tie ne ade ye transport system ne security lighting system ne ade nyina na betuma boa se be ma hwe abema krono akronfo ne ade omukra adwuma be sori o.
Cannot be it's true if you take in the context of life, these challenges will come. All the nurses are doing it. Policemen are doing it. Some government agencies are doing it. Guys are there okay. Next year, you're already. That's it. It's true. It's incontrovertibly true. It's obscurity. Now, policemen, they're not to crack or baby. They will be a police or home here. The past 1 week, we took up who time the other way at east of away. Who will be a checkpoint at police for here. I police here, Bob Abaso. The big difference security, the security, right? It's an opportunity to also build the security through when it comes to license system, transport, metro, we bring it up, right? Every new area, the baby, I want to achieve, there might be some of the hiccups, mountain hiccups, details, may and you have to fix them. Yes, you have to fix it. You have to fix it. We just have to do the things we have to fix, and then the benefits are the society, the security, it's about people's career, the license there, box and as a system, you have to fix the box. And then what I say, you get there, and the performer, very productive, very for pictures, maybe I say, I think that we have to move ourselves from that Palo State to that for period data. The point about transport, and maybe you're not much too much or studio, like the ball, yes, I think that's all.
Ghana ye economy said the Jomama kan ho asemi o say aban no niam pii ho a o se sika wo ho a ho ni mfaso nyame ya adom oba we yi sa niam ni nyina firi ho na ya focus on no niam budget deficit e kosoro ya central bank finance aban ni nyina no sa niam ni nyina o be ye mra e betia sa niam nyina. Can we take him by his word said the all cano by a possible so bit my
it's more kind of a go bit my go how you go get political gimmicks and experience you go so bit my I don't know kind ministries nigga agency waka in na can ministries nigga agency be o wa we budget see a bish we take a more boomer the clear yes facing budget more I say for the interesting billions of more than some of these ministries from the fire to creativity, land and environment, people are open and running, information and communication, people are open. It's not so income. This is just to be good on the time. There was only one person who was doing it about it, but such a green and which my wife did the result of very incontrovertible is there. But by how many ministers do you show and what was the result? That means you know sitting on Mama and another say, what have been the results? What have been achieved? Just suppose it and tell us. It's how one ministry so of it to be a boom, they can be that. The results are there because actually a Picasso. If a printer, there is no argument about that. But the issue is very sure that there will be productive infrastructure. Infrastructure, self-financing. The first step in OEP, some of the infrastructure was self-financing. Then so that there wasn't self-financing. In January, there was some of the infrastructure work away here. We see some of them were very productive infrastructure. You will be able to anchor as we were expected. That was quite very deleterious for us. We can see that level That's going to be very, very productive. They bring a results that we want to see. Why is that? The issue of central bank that by the the time we start banking rule now, that will find by the time, be more than 20% of our tax revenue. Some 8%. It's 50%.
Okay.
And right now, so consistently, what IMF, 2016, 2016, and before 2016, what is it do? Before 2016, it was very interesting.
Okay.
Can name and I will not take it serious on that note. So we can central bank the finance, to be 20% as a trade, so he's saying that because of opposition, he wants to pay power. It is worse than that. IMF came in that I don't think by the way. Was it sinking fund? About them sinking bank at the back happening. Begin now, very up. Sinking fund, I'm only create to help pay our debt. Some sort of balance in it, or they will reinstate it. There's no problem. I might even that the step it. So if you see the back, I think it's not something like beyond the impact. The actually leaders that elected outcome we want to now it's an money Gani you need concessionary borrowing grants you understand because you need the community you lower the income country. It's not grants any time it's very difficult because of our status now. Before time I call lower American country I cannot stand between very difficult the country being a start concessionary loan grants and those things that I don't think it's commit to me as activity as you say some of the no kind which my do I will not take it but that some of the political experience gimmicks and sort of something to maneuver themselves to that. They do which my especially the ministry.
Yeah.
I know it can do.
Imagine of the ministry shouldn't say near anything and I'm boy. My another experience in politics. That we fix really got to comment. I know what account I can't really just stop. I think that. Okay. I can miss my get a CP in the brain. I'm going to pay.
Okay, that.
Right. Rob is my saying, you know, equity and come for creating a 24-hour economy. Or see a bemwa. Sector CB will be to me a year. Say a juma be a nipa ba nipa be do na ye mobile man or panel or share. A born on 9 no no upon. If you know by 8 hours, like a moko, na for about 8 hours, or moko, na for about 8 hours. Yes, the man will be a jumaya pa. But how can we do it? If the person is staying at a place, you penalty baby, if you are crab of a so befaka crab room, any anajuna or night shift, I just ubantem. So night shift was I do as a better. It's all bantem basis swab room. And then Abu Pala sana. Because so free baby, I want a pana. Wow, Abba na jo sabrena ha asebetumi ato pa
eroded further by inflationary pressures. In the last few years I have been outlining policies that a future NDC government will implement, and the aim is to stop the steep decline in the economy, turn it around and stabilize it. I've also shared my position on governance and institutional reforms to ensure our country is reset and built into the Ghana we all want. It is important to note that we in the NDC will not be couching propagandist slogans and passing them off as policy. We have much to learn as a country from the disaster that has unfolded before our very eyes, when sections of our population became so enamored with empty slogans and acronyms. We will focus on substantial government issues to get the job done in a no thrills, no frills manner. We will cut out the rigmarole and deliver realistic policies to impact our economy and our country positively. The NDC proposes a series of transition measures to address the economic decline and set Ghana on the path to recovery. These measures include reducing the public debt by placing a moratorium on non-concessional borrowing, actively seeking concessional financing and grants, and reviewing legislation to limit the non-core activities of some state-owned enterprises. Why must we reduce our debt obligations? Because we need to do so to create adequate fiscal space to stabilize the economy and provide social services. So to achieve this, The NDC will implement, amongst others, the following measures. 1, as I said, place an immediate moratorium on all non-concessional borrowing. 2, pursue our bilateral partners and multilateral partners for more concessional financing and grants. 3, implement infrastructural projects that are self-financing and not a burden on the public debt. 4, limit the central bank's financing of government, as we did in 2016. Zero central bank financing of government. Solve the economic challenges we find ourselves in, and by his recent declaration, his focus and last energies are going to be expended on installing his anointed successor as the next president. Comrades, we could have avoided this unpleasant situation. The signs of this crisis were there for all to see. A conflicted finance minister whose only interest was to borrow endlessly and mar our economy in the quagmire of debt was obvious from as far back as 2019. We could see it coming. A president whose budget was creatively crafted to hide huge liabilities in order to present a favorable economic outturn to the world so that he could borrow more from the international capital market was evident for all to see. Appointment of family and friends into various positions in government, brazen interference to obstruct the fight against corruption, reckless abuse of the public purse, arrogance and luxury in the conduct of public officers have all been characteristic of this administration since its inception in 2017. It didn't start today.
Who are carrying on things of when we have even got excess capacity of electricity must be punished properly. If individuals are responsible, things happen. If institutions are, so they say if you don't want to do something, create a committee. But if you want something to do, give it to one person and ask him or her to work with whoever he thinks can make him or her achieve what you have given him. Let's practice that one. Institutions, they don't have any face. People do what they do because they want to cover their face.
The agreement relating to the hospital came to this house. It came alongside 6 other hospitals, including one in my own backyard, the polyclinic at Swabi. The Speaker, what has happened is that subsequent to the engagement with the IMF, funding from those sources, that is from that agreement that Parliament approved of here in Parliament, the Speaker, Parliament, the funding has been has been withheld by the sponsors. The Speaker, until the nation is giving a clean bill of health by the IMF, it's going to be difficult for the funding to be released, which is why government now wants to resort to some other means. The Speaker, I know on authority that government now wanted to situate it within the context of Agenda 111. However, if you should resort to that, it will mean that the facility will have to be scaled down a bit, which is not what was originally contained in the agreement that came to this house. The Speaker, is the reason why I'm saying that if the minister had been here with us, we have spoken to this. I do know government is trying to find a way about it and dealing with the contractor to get the contractor to go back and for the time being situated within the context of Agenda 111 and have the hospital come up. Mr. Speaker, that is where we are. But the details, if the minister should come to this house, we will relate to it. Mr. Speaker, that is what I can say about it. It is not as if it's been neglected. My own, the polyclinic, suffered the same fate. And all those ones that came to this house under that cover are still not up yet. But government is finding a way to really re-energize it and bring it up in a big way. Mr. Speaker, I will plead that we bring the Minister of Health here to relate to this matter because
Right, and therefore, we a majority that Unyan for say Chairman Sabu, so the floor of Parliament and Rat. And I'm Rasabajani, you know, man for la that they could upon Ekubusa say. La General Hospital, ewo and crying. A buy a Gusu be sifo fro. A cobe fear me and send ye, and told blog back who cry ho. Na say a buy and fat La General Hospital no one someone share budget in Mudia. Any one more NDC for one prima budget and go through that. And on that honorable Sechi Mesabun switch room say, Bo Minana. The guy the best La General Hospital na Bosia. They say, one more buy a Bosia do Monsa to some first kind of my egg. They say, Ghana about Bosia pa. Na say, I'm try no. One more couple of Bosia and one on in say in Tubia cat. Yes, so my bre. Ya eno so nti I'm a frost and say kana ye de no ye see ye do foreign friends say debt exchange program say ye tutu Canada and ye ntimi nyi bebre ngum sa therefore muntie ne ye pa sama me kane anopai de ntia Kumasi Central Market aka ho no na kam he say leader de beka ho Bosia kasie bia kwaje be project kasie bia organ ha bia no kwaje bosia na say $300 million omo first kan nyama masa fa beto Ghana ha o na $300 million no one podi akwa workshop ne capacity build ya meskana sida bi contractor na wo ye adwuma no wo ye adwuma no kodu ba bia no raise certificate say maye bia 20% na baby a okwaje busia no free this kana to bank bi wa amono ne bi a Germany America contractor no raise certificate na ne atue sika bre no no age no to aso enti e ba se yesi Ghana ye kai de yentimi ntua no amefofo ase ye ne busia kase agege ye ye projects ni nyina no omo premier nko yiska no to ma catch company said they should halt the disbursement of the fund skana omade mai no munyai if said the age no kra na yentimi ntua de do omo yesa bro busia no bi gum etinura said the leader ekire mu no La General Hospital busia nkedi besie no omo do omo sa atoso adwumaku o maye busia no fra mono ne no omo se da bi omo fa maye gise amefofo ye ntoto nsa fe de Ghana isika sama gina yie na amefo ka kire sa companies na adwumaku no maye busia no se de Ghana ya toto ne ma maye yie temu mo busia obetima ye de atua until say I'm be my that clearance no sigade ye La General Hospital no emma leader sa to aso kire mu say agenda 111 abai no she boss Ghana ha this should be Omuni District Hospital region be any regional hospital psychiatric hospital apart from the one cry any friends say anka for pantai no ye ni bi onti ase ye bi on northern sector ka ho it you had district any hospitals and regional hospitals and psychiatric hospitals ye besie no a eno na ye friend no agenda 111 hospital ne mako ha ni du baako. They say most of those agenda 111 hospitals ni na ka ho if we say bosia na ye di besie no IMF for aka kire om say omo stop we say no ye ka ye de na bue komu a ye ntimi ntua. The same thing applies to Kumasi Central Market. Therefore so they say the project omo sha ase na omo ye Central Market na a content temper because a pylons and almost say na de it o my form adwuma na wie atutu form pounds sumi no and am Central Market o it o munya abre ye form adwuma ni ye pa if o de na de na ebesi so it o start so almost say na de no Central Market animu ano oh do say content pa for about 6 months now obi ani ho a o ye adwuma adentia baby abosia ne free buy the Central Market no IMF for shares ye de sa atoso it is now when the source project no said I'm come here said next year and Sunday beto aba ne be Central Market and then November bosom de to so nwotwe kokko he say project no yaye mu kota kra ndi Central Market for Edding I'm a fofo hyehyɛ no nya I'm a fo yen ya ni agye bosia na ama wo se da bi se wo de kana wo se untumi ntua de a on se wo bank na so mo ma 100 billion kra na se utumi tua wo pe 200 da on be dey on be ma wo pa Ghana ha busa sikafo no bebre na no sabe wo so eskani o but wo ko ne bank bosia wa chi out mu say yes and ye ma se no to because being a kind said that mechano or say a bank is a place where they lend you money if you can prove that you don't need it. Bank here baby our qua say baba almost says or bank for this kind of craft throw me here. And then I the was some way japadi way you way almost see what japadi na a susan is kind of opener on bema on nenkwa. 80 banks Emma Esikafo loan akasie because they know so much my day etria. It's almost 10 billion. Banks are almost 10 billion this year. Now to me clear a whole interest no. Not necessarily be almost amount top up. Ghana so dear. Yaje bosiana mi yakoka achara brofo no say. E ka ye dia last year na osi etua no. Ye ntime ntua ni nyina. This year kwa de ntua bi kura. Bosia bi eje na brochire bi ya no. Ye ntua bi. Eti am for say there be. Say a Canada no ntimi ntua there. Why do we allow you say monsa anye bosia no bi ye dey? Encounter bosia bi a mo akwaje say mo de be project bi ano. Monto mbo ase. Yemfa yen santo so. Na monto to niema yie. Na nkyere say Canada na magye na fe de mbetuma ye dey. Atua. Ye hu se mutumi tua. Ase kan say utua ne keke o. Ye fe no debt to GDP ratio. Debt to GDP ratio na da mo kan ne say sika say na fe ne ba wo nsem ye diska ne ba wo nsem to ka wo de ho atesen sa fe obosumi akatua nyina ye 100 million now ka wo de 80 million a e kire say untumi survive go untumi nye 100 million fa 80 million tu aka na be de na be didi it ya wasa with that to GDP ratio no e ba be 50 and 55% na kire say wo de bi tuatua wo kana ubetuma nya de aka de den abon ho bra ama ho aharo e say Ghana ye debt to GDP ratio aka na 100% e kire say South Africa ye nya 100 billion nyina se ko tuaka it is a footpath from kwankra ko yi ase ko bobosia. Can you imagine that baby a ken ofrata de o mana ko do no na rado so so nsisa no ono anu de ekro it is say project se wo Kumasi Asante region ka yani da so se aban we a MPP ne to MPP Ghana for Santman ne to aba mo mba power ko betima wie na yonu se o na nado ba 8 years no na NDC for ye kajetia e na o be wie ye NDC for the say na kakra no be wie ye omo so abesi central market no wa we ya emem airport crowd so kakra bi obo betima wie after hospital me hu di nti aka ho se wa hospital enim di aka but projects akese access to interchange ya ye say omugu so o masa sika no omu fa mayen gisi atoto ne mayie na IMF for my clearance say afa de modest beze bosia no ma wo mo a o metumetu enya sa wo si do ho ase be sa ba no kra na leader e kan no parliament no say sponsors omo ma bosia de aye no IMF for chem say there be nipa na mo bosia so mo nkoye interchange wo mo nkosi market wo mo nkosi hospital no omo kam dada no so omo niska omo di tua o nti se wo de ba mo a akwai se buroni bi ana de ayira eno kofa obibini okro ayira omo kofa obi so oboda uruma no na o hwe nisika ena buroni ni di akwa na chi no se buroni ni si nisika ayira o na wa ohu no so de be ma no de a esewara buroni nti ase o se yes esewara eti ai me fofo akatre companies ni banks a omuma ye bosia me de aye project akese ne say ye de car ye ntimi ntua so they should not disburse the loan bosia na ye pe no mo mfa mayen ti say we company no abrochire na wantie de IMF for Canada bosia na Ghana na Ghana ntimi ntua esewara enu ti say o ma halt ni nyina Swami interchange Central Market Ladina Hospital the projects are many oko takrade PTC interchange omo ye ho a ni nyina yi wakase ni nyina di got the bus scanama and they tiomoka. How did we get here? You got Kenofrata, the only ya and say, Minkobosia. The only ya no, Cobosia Neja, Safadita Bank for Samoa, Eja, also chef's room Neja, Onyaka Crown, not or Trinity. Ya Mompire, Minimsia Becon Nessiano, Yabatwabano. The pressure will be on the government. A month for the Jabigu about him pa one your project to 1 year car kwama ye. You say you call Quabris and Susa says to you. Kai Omusu. Na and Yawan can be who's a car quite you go sapetin in Suta, it me white sapetin said ye. And why did he said ye? What said that? What grab body and now you know. Eh, Ghana. Nya Mompaye na niema nto yi a next year projects ahodo a memu bebre nim se kaban no betima wie na ehunu so we no mba ya mo ye no ni nyina be ka ho ni nyina be ka ho because ye ka no so much ka no do so do nti omo mpre I'm for no mpre ma ye imru bebre mum go brugum ni nyina no na say interest payment nko ano so we ka idea ni interest nsi hu nko etu anafia masa bosia say obenya nka osi so bobra ka be ya nka mobosia we abrante osi so awuti mi a me so nko bobosia se bobosia da bie ka bedi wanim na ko for time na Ghana ye ka idea nyina I think so call he pick no almost she can do no agu mai and was a GB gum all kone ye ka idea 9.5 billion 9.5 billion can ye di nyina no NDC ba 8 years no be peja can call 122 billion 122 billion yes kaketo na from 122 billion no and ye can aka kra bi na dru 600 billion 600 billion abawe ba obobosia ni bi pa basa o trust na hwe ka no so a enema mienu enso ameka no kosoro pa enya abawe bosia abono nko na ameka na kosoro de di kan so o de ka 122 billion a afibia interest ensi hu e ba ho no enya agro e compound interest nso safi so na interest went ya ye the interest ka principal na oni asade calculated interest for next year 122 billion no e the interest aba be ka ho bi de tosumie no ye exchange rate depreciation ko for free o ma yakonya so na ye ka no 9.5 billion no na once dollar one cedi 20 pesos ebra NDC bedi mfie nwotwe o mo kono now dollar number found 1 cedi 20 pesos so they call 4 cedis 20 pesos it just the NDC time no the 3 cedis abeka home this is what they can $9 billion akra no a multiply by say 3 because of a dollar na peja no unkwaji bi meka ho ba o kana bo ho say emprensa and na MPP so be fa aka no 122 billion no they akọ almost 600 billion and then America say nya bosia bebre no magegum but one is hunu eba no edoso and na omantima manage dollar no so ye dollar na wo so obi de call 4.2 no wa nya de no he say what dollar na do 12 Ghana cedis this is not dollar a force 20% to say dollar no ko multiply by 3 it is now can that's why 122 no kra no it is going to multiply by say 3 multiply 122 by 3 when you say 366 80 exchange rate no nko akra no be bia pagya wo kana kwa koduro no anya asenkweto a ti abanya otimi ma dollar ni stabilize na onye bosia bebre no obetima hwe Ghana me so these are the two things I've seen se onye bosia bebre bosia de ye but kaya gi ani ehunu se ye gi de ya homode betimi so ho and only teachers na 07 bi din koma sabe obi o ya ba adwuma ni akatua ntimi si dan da so ya ba adwuma ni aye o private sector kura akatua na say ntimi si dan da but civil servants teachers ni bi atimi age bosia si dan why na akatua no ya na obi o the 40% age bosia na bi a half plot bi ana full plot o kakra da ho ano de aka ho otua kwanimu kakra na wasaji bi asoso no de kakra kakra so anya ne saa na so ye civil servant ye teacher nurse rent a few rafo beje wo no enya asenketo a de o de ne kakra saa na oje kakra saa na oye but teachers ne abadwuma for civil servant bi so a this one this ye bosia o baby what say ye ma bosia hey o say ye nu oduru ho me kai se mre bi me hu teacher ne bi pay slip me suin me hu teacher ne bi pay slip me suin na katua ye 3000 bosome so a de no odi kofie ye 1200 yitia ne ka 30 million 3000 Ghana cedis bosome so a sika odi kofie no eye 1200 12 million adentia akwaje bosia bank na katua fa akwaji bi obe port what is anu akwaji weiti obosia mako be ye enum na woni pay slip so a bosome so yeti ni nyina ne yeti we nyina na 1200 a obeda no survive o yire oma obeda no watimi survive ahwe oma ma enjira bi abati osu na manum ayeden amanum ayeden de ba wan so ka ho because bosia na wuchi ni bebre sa no okatua woni capacity to pay eti 3000 no enya kra ka bia betumi ayi kakra sen 12 million and that kakra bosu kra is eti me the individuals na omo ya bosu abadwuma efo no a omo je bosia bebre no me de to Ghana economy ho kana furi ataje bosia dodo ama kamre Ghana dodo and we are looking at how if we sabre ko December next year aban no betimi aye ma say ke totabaomia say ono no na eso wini o na nado de he o so obeboa ma wini oboa na wa wini a onfa ho ono awie okọ ba say totabaomia pese o wini a e wo say within 1 year o me ehunu ade a obetimi aye a ebema eniema ye yie kakra ama Ghana for hware say ka ye ka kwanye no kre but ye ehia Ghana ni sesi apa ne say so kwa adwuma no pa o de say na ba fie de o de ba fie no etimba ko homa okoto dokono a oto no say ne danka ne nsuo ka ne nkane aka etesay the bread and butter issues eno ba first ansana bibi aka bi aba ne ma boa ye din na edi ade na aban no betimi aye afia akai ye be man sakreti mi aba magana fo ajatum so ye mo to so a ebeyi joma ama so nsem a oka no oka se oba obetimi aye ananse opetumi nti en oka ne saa ukwa brochira 24-hour economy e wo ho Singapore nom ne Taiwan Japan nom even Europe nyina America nyina ho oh I have friends there ebu ho no mo a ono obedi nkomo anwumre kama 7-8 eto de bi nso a saa 7-8 no o person oni di nkomo na owadwumam because e day a o da o day okwadwuma day and e o da okwadwuma say night it we can do it in Ghana here but just ye ho nhye papa na etimi abo because say your company na nipa ba adwuma no pa na o ma pa anwumre be nonum na se company generate bia 100 million Ghana cedis a year say omo run double shifter the amount is likely to what increase so usua financial accounting kakra your operational cost bi wo ho a so we adwuma 1 hour we adwuma 2 hours so we adwuma 3 hours so betua it's the more time a we year or 10 around within 24 hours no and the more yes cantina companies akese no omo chichem maybe ko na bi aba so that they can produce more within 24 hours and no na jo mama ka ho asem no Tuesday for abona so say the all can eye pa but enya monwa o ka na no time to one sisi nye say ya okonyina paso ba bia one district amanfo age so one factory one village one dam one constituency $1 million very laudable policy o ka de ye de but when say odo anu do nwura ebi nwo ti busa said de jo mahama aka say be 24-hour economy 8-hour shift no yebetimi aye na tumi a wo painting wo kan na say ampa ho nimde wo ho nimdefo ene she pa wo betimi aye saade no ma etimi enso abam enso de ama omen. Now turning attention to the flag bearership race of the MPP, say omato abawie na ne o kere Japan so obegina apaso no kasa say de o say abana e free and fair e di showdown no or da ne de akoma NDC for na what tie Dr. Bawumia no ma break the 8 and run a special aid chese he na no me da kan no onye na adwe so obeba o o so aka jo say kan no obeso oba o say kan no onye na adwe so obeba o na adwe so nsi wo na adwe so ma otehwa na national security for tu e ba de ba sama ye wa bra eni e fa kan no etremu na ye de no e coin na nya kan ye mu a ti can we say can Japan dia be fi ne koye ya on tired about me chi ana.
I believe the party has been fair and transparent. Yes. That is the only thing I've always been preaching. And I must admit, this election is fair. And my grassroots have spoken. And therefore, I accept the results in good faith. I pledge my support that we're going to work tirelessly to break the 8. So, party members that we are here, we should put everything behind us and let's unite this party. With unity, I believe we can break the 8. And that is all I've been preaching for. So I congratulate the elections committee, the police department, electoral commission, and the party members for the commitment you've shown for peace. And I want to assure you, in 2024, the showdown is being translated. We have to come together and give NDC a showdown.
Right, when is someone can they compare kwa Japan or they etudwa and I know memendano. Now the special aid say Ken now nye na adwen so obeba. Nye na saskiti for the mo befa no a enganya de obeko. Eh asemu. Nti Ken wo mresa say ono tifi na besma na saskiti go ade obeka so onko obeko. Anyway, there's no smoke without fire. Aha, ngusi su ngusi a na eja wase. Umochiche su fraso ase be ka cho se denche ma wusu a na yenyere chini. Second Japan here that so on support Dr. Bawumia. What are the implications for the MPP? So so be the winya wo mo eso. Obi enim Roa Ken a play. Now, and there's another front page of the Chronicler or the Atuja. They say intense lobbying. Obi ania brekasa. Say yenye running mate onye Dr. Bawumia be the tree. And Ramitie na bi ya na semo kan say ono de ogidi say wo say asante mantemu and I was said the obeye running mate e de ma Dr. Bawumia e wo say ofri. If you say we say the asante mai vote omo de ma MPP tie na so omenye obi obetimi ayese adwuma na emo Ben Absen so aka asem kro no a say they should get somebody name obi omeyi ni fresh antero nyi ha no. E wo so you obi a opia manfo bedi na chi ha ma menka ne saa. So also we want more your MPs ne ministers ne bebre so twam akra hwe hu anu ma akra wo na chi you go no one constituency kra bi o mo mpenasem ene o MP ne minister bi nso a ono so sikumasi sesi abun say yes or dom ha na according Dr. Kwesi Amache Boateng Dr. Kwesi Amache ekire say ono de watete ti din bebre na hwemu kakra waye no enipa ohunu say amanfo omunni asem ankrofo bani beje ho so bani Dr. Boyo be korom ye mienu de odi kai Dr. Yaw Osei Educhum Education Minister
persons he should pick his running mate from Nipa 3 and I'm in 5.
Oh, Nipa 3 okay. Nipa 3 1 Dr. Duchum.
Dr. Duchum
he's my number 1.
He's your number 1.
Yes.
On basis near there.
Dr. Duchum
FM 96.5.
Asum oman wo akwan bebre so a Juma odi baby okodi no bia no even in opposition strongholds they speak positively about him. Recently the spelling of the ministers of state eba now me follow commentary eba it is only Dr. Duchu and a commentary ni na positive.
Okay, so he's 1.
Okay. Dr. Kwesi Amache and out is 1 million akojoma for edi nkomo Busua FM anope ye bomode ase sabata ne hunu ne criteria ya ode e cancer asemi so line so aye shepa ya senior sergeant sabre mensa akano a mebusa doc na metie die ewomu doc aba ahoma no eso na meni ni nkomo sergeant good morning. And now here dear. First of all, my memo sergeant executive abaso all students of Jaben Senior High School but aya mo ka say fancy any so yeah dining hall yes school mu Jaben Senior High School ho see be say for no na no program no meant me maybe dey ba me follow it pa say penufu amoda kuya no mo ya dey pa o can say
me do say kwakwanya ina asaje fun komo akwafa gwa die o say me jitum generally na me jahosa and then be easy new
yeah
fa da juma no retino yetimi mo sa lipa bi awo bata juma no ho no abaso enemri sebe iku ewo Ghana Democratic Ghana o say nimtiewu efa kwanya yehye mpani nsem no lipa bi tutu anamo emfata especially me I can't close my eyes to that.
I know
I've kept quiet all the time. Yes project media all students yina na yetu anamona ya atumi dia si ho. But interestingly omantimi am building econo new project no am building econo that was yaniswa do project ni but going into the future now school no the academic performance to me that's the most important thing.
Sure.
You see a heavenly project you see school and translate it into academic performance enimu that is to me the major challenge I will have. School no bet me and consolate me about afasadi ho a said all students you be mobilized properly organized.
Sure.
Now yet me mobilize the resources now you beat me Eddie. We built some structures along these lines but somehow we need to just let Asajifo hold on.
Okay.
Almost sorted themselves out.
Okay.
So in Ghana politics won't come on.
Great. Senior, I say you move on. Now you heard the front page of Chronicler or say Dr. Duchum tipped to be the running mate of Dr. Baumia. Now I think also ni ano radio station be in komo say sakawo pikini pa be miensa. Obe putu Dr. Yaw Educhum ahead of the rest of them. Doc, edi nyina so na ode e kan say.
Ode mi so pi newspaper be na a capture stadium.
Newspaper de wa amudin, nya wudin no boy ba Chronicle. Chronicle so omo de omo hwemu kire say Educhum e na ade en de betimi ane dia.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Mimi koma mi di no. Me share bibi a me friend is there. Entiasie bi a amanyoko MPP. Enka me ka ho na ye di san komo yi epe de obetai Dr. Bawumia a. Ese ye di entiasie bi eto ho. Na entiasie no mum boa na e bibi ti se akwankyere. Na ye nam so enyi obi. Nti ebebusa sa entiasie no mo no model. Ebebusa question bi se onipa ben na ne ka Dr. Bawumia ho a party no betimi abreaki the 8 onipa ben na o ka Dr. Bawumia ho a party no betimi abreaki the 8 on the basis of that we are share certain elements bi a me gidi se ho ebehia yi Dr. Bawumia one of free the northern part of the country. The Oman Ghana man yourself historically presidential candidates the Ghana just to say who he has effective representation and also a democratic principle.
Yeah.
You know, a north south ticket, south north ticket all the time. I know your friend said oh balance ticket, you know. Until once that Dr. Bawumia free the northern part of the country, you know, then the running mate will have to come from the southern part of the country. So that will become one major element.
Okay.
Now you zero in into the southern part. A southern part, you know, young Koshe Fahin, a Deben and Guide, na young Shefahin. Maybe Giddy said, young share the densely populated areas now, almost contribute significantly to the fortunes of the MPP. Maybe you know. About we zero into the account areas. We zero into the account areas. I'm emphasizing account. Said you pay and yet an Ashanti thing.
Okay.
I'm looking at regional issues.
Yeah.
Until we zero into the account areas, and then we pick names from there. In the home, Edia Ebani B. Dr. Dichu.
Okay.
Papaya, the nickname Yana Boys. Edia Ebani B. Joe Osei Owusu. Central region, Joe Gate, Nidimpe, Onoano, the performance in a friend is saying the super delegates, you know, now I was from Party, Manfano Ankaho. We did this and the public appeal, no, I was from.
Okay.
The public appeal. Can this any player you win? The sunshine, their public appeal.
Okay.
I think through when you acquire assume Abamu, dear. Now, may the honor usher their public appeal. May the honor usher the way issues are contentious. F Womo, Juma Womuti, as ministers of state. Abba, how they reacted to it relative to public reactions. Fortunately for me, with Dr. Dichumne Napo Minyabi, Ningna Free Education Ministry, only the implementation of the free SHS policy. That policy, you know, not a contentious. There were so many issues with more that kind of funny abano nyajuni. One of them is the free nature. And the free nature, I don't know, one, Dr. Adukufo, suggesting that party is that policy no crown, not a intent to do, chance to kakra.
Yeah.
And a two, Kenoforiata, Ujana Bontin can say, and says a free Magana Libya. The Nipani be better to your woman's school fees.
Yeah.
Kenoforiata. Emma, policy need a contentious policy. And it, in a case involving Napo with a professor from UCC. The professor came up with a position, and Napo's reaction to me was not proper.
Okay.
It was terribly improper because Napo is not an expert at issues are a border on education. The professor from UCC is an expert. The professor from UCC a expert. Probia so and the formulation of the policy, no, and UCC involvement should have been very heavy, and people from GES. And when that professor came in, now we're a minister now. It is an opportunity for you to learn. It's not an opportunity for you to hide behind political power and speak down on the university professor publicly. And that is what Napo did. A minus, mano. A minus. Dr. Duchum had an opportunity to respond to some controversial issue like that. Your FM documentary. Omu ko dambai eko peke emofra omu da form ena etre. Ena omu di bo policy na chi. Of course, anya Dr. Duchum de. But he only emphasized on the need for the reportage to be balanced.
Okay.
That they should also talk about some of the positives through the free SHS policy. Also, Ayama or Minor. That is what he talked about. But when you are address issue now, documentary the challenge I know with furniture. He addressed it. The challenge with furniture across the country, but it is a problem. Air handle. But personally, I like the way Dr. Duchum handled that issue. And to me, on this very critical issue, I'll pick Dr. Duchum over Napo.
Okay.
And not in a man, less than who refer to the minimum baby of kind of. Dr. Duchum, Edikai. Miss Napo ko pick Joe or say Ousu. Miss Napo ko pick Joe or say Ousu.
Quiet.
Annie.
First deputy.
Meanwhile, he comes from area. Also, bet me I draw crowd. Ashanti region, the Akan region. He also comes from this place.
Okay.
Wasum Omaino Ache. Unyano Hun Sem Bebre Enka. Joe or say Ousu. In a Pekeno. It is an community.
But send now Akan no more so yes I war Jichemu a womb. Your Achimfo side, your Asante side, your Bono side, your Fante side. Hey, the cow canning in Abumua. There's a bizumu do chebio, and I
be more do chebi. But I can't live on Nobabua and Koma Yedi. I can't live on Nobabua and Koma Yedi and Puame Mutre. And Ukraine said. Anypa me no mabo omudi e betu amba se nipa bi kura wo ha omudi mpie ya I would say it me consider wo ye bibi say ya o ma ho akwanya no se de be ya wo benya nipa dodo a wo beyi no ato obo ase ahwehwe mu a e de baako asi ho ade baako bi bata Dr. Duchum onye obi a okura PhD keke nimdie a ye de ye adwuma ema adwuma no so banfa so. The ability to translate vision into reality.
Okay.
Plato calls that practical wisdom.
Okay.
And you depend on it to me, yes, sir. I catch it for I put to you before I can see you. The pray. With all due respect, we are disappointed in Dr. Freya Kutu.
A great minister.
I catch you for Cassia. Yama woman to me, Yama woman resources. And so, woman to me, I'm some more mine. Ghana, say a call. Burkina Faso, the Koto tomatoes, beton or Ghana ha. Dr. Freya Kutu, you failed our Greek ministry. You failed with the policy of
planting for food and jobs.
Planting for food and jobs.
Okay.
At least the first part. You failed terribly. Dr. Duchum Ntisa, when Charlie D was United States of America, in the area of education, in the United States of America, in the state of California,
the biggest state.
Nanado tinidin or shed that coffee no, and no by, and that was brilliant on the part of Nanado. Political parties, a bobwa, nipa kukuru, a kukudam, ano, na yedwama sumo maino, and Dr. Dichum ticket is brilliant.
Okay.
Sanim diano emoju, or you'll be a summary of education with the STEM program. And that is the future. That is the future of Ghana. The education, that change, that radical change will have to be brought in here. Now you emphasize the science, you emphasize the maths, you emphasize the technology, you emphasize those issues at the very core. See, to me, he's doing everything right so far. He will manage a bigger power properly.
Right. Analysis no what teaching near memu pa. To me, say the ama Dr. Baumia. Of course, National Council of Elders in Penifo wa. You will be crowd wakwa kyerɛ wo mo. Ansa na omo ene ne ya adwen a ye de nipa no enso aba. So we time wa aka yi a and I 8 just a cable a fenable summe pepe. Seka u 2 Dr. Baumia fo a kabaka say within time ben and I see who no running mate.
Ameka sem back on encounter Dr. Dichum. The Christian factor.
Okay.
I was a Ghana a Muslim president that.
There be.
Ever for the first time no. I was say handle any issues be PU. Interestingly, Ghana signed him Sadi. The leading political parties. Pick a Christian in most cases. Pick a Muslim all the time and Sadi no as. But at least in the MPP in recent times, President Kufuor consciously picked a Christian. President Kufuor picked a Muslim. Nanado also picked a Muslim.
Yeah.
Nanado also picked a Muslim. And this time around, they're telling the party has picked a Muslim.
Okay.
And I expect that Dr. Baumia will consciously pick a Christian. That religious factor, who here, that the buyer will be raising issue about, Dr. Baumia is a Muslim, yes, the running mate a Christian. And not just a Christian. Okay. Dr. Dichum a member of the Church of Pentecost.
That is so that cry.
Aha. That's a Yumbia manage home pa. Or say Okasora Yama Udinko Asolingum.
Okay. Yes, okay. Okay.
Until here we are not just talking about Ubi Okoko sorry casually and then say this. No. The best strengthen the Dr. Baumia card, the best strengthen me gives away a very strong card, the Christian factor, Dr. Dichum. Okay. It will effectively address any concern Christian about Dr. Baumia leading the country. That concern will be effectively addressed.
Okay. Finally, my timeline I'm Busai no.
And just say Oche.
Okay.
Dr. Baumia or Juma your papa because free angler nipa bibri including myself it is at the end of the day onim kunim.
Oh sir.
And omanisi kasem baby a warning ye emre dodo noa in democracies so omanisi kasem ye say ya emre dodo noa no apanya enam ne soma omanisi kasem ye sa no me dodo noa no oman matwe aban na so me de santia sie we pe na e kase o free positioner on ntiasie ne se oni nkunim me santiasie we pe omani sikasem na eka
okay
he has a challenge to come up and let Kenyans know that yes omani sikasem wo ba bi eda na ntiasie yo so dey ba ban mu ni e betumi adane no sa challenge no ohia ne ticket no ohia the full complement of the ticket no ohia ne running mate
okay
now on hitting the ground running onimrekra
right doc yana sipi e obra nyame no pain me say ebre famo no e be san so edi nkomo bio e say din ne de e be koso apiepie saa ti
isi o